Welcome to Heart by Jace. My name is Jace Maximus, and I would like to welcome you guys over to episode 3. Every week, if I can get away with it, I would love to have a story accompanied by this episode, which will be known as the session, which is connected closely to the previous episode. But yes, it's mainly tying back into the man who couldn't sit still. And I hope you enjoy. Love a little session with it. I used to think becoming someone happened all at once. Like there'll be this single moment where everything clicked and I look at my life and finally feel certain about who I was. The older I get, the less I believe that's actually how it works. Most of the changes that have meant something to me didn't arrive with any kind of drama. They arrived quietly, so quietly that I almost missed them entirely. One of the biggest shifts came when life got quieter. For a long time, I believe peace was the goal. That if I can just remove enough problems, enough noise, enough of the wrong situations and wrong people, everything would finally feel different. And eventually, some of that did happen. Certain things ended, certain people became part of my past, and the noise that felt permanent slowly faded out. What I didn't expect was my own reaction to it. I wasn't relieved. I was uncomfortable. Not because anything was wrong, but because I had spent so much time learning to function inside chaos that I genuinely did not know how to exist without it. That realization stayed with me for a long time. There was something deeply unsettling about wanting something for years and then not recognizing yourself once it arrived. I don't think I was afraid of peace. I think I just didn't know who I was inside of it. When life was constantly demanding your attention, it's easy to stay locked on whatever's happening around you. When it goes quiet, your attention has fewer places to go to, and eventually it starts turning inward. That's where things got interesting. I started noticing things I've been overlooking for years, not because they were hidden, but because I've never slowed down long enough to actually look. Patterns I've been repeating without questioning, assumptions I've built decisions around, old ways of thinking that I've been running quietly in the background for longer than I could track. There were moments where I realized I've been carrying ideas about myself that didn't even feel true anymore. And the strange part was recognizing how long they've just sat there without ever being examined. Familiarity can be deceptive that way. Something can exist in your life for years and still deserve a much closer look. For a while, I thought growth meant becoming someone new. Now, I think it has more to do with becoming honest. Honest about what actually serves you, honest about what doesn't, and honest about the stories you've been telling yourself without realizing it. Those stories carry a lot of weight. We inherit ideas about who we're supposed to be from family, relationships, and experiences that happened so long ago we barely remember them, and yet they keep shaping our decisions, our expectations, and the way we see ourselves until the day we finally stop and ask whether any of it's still true. I think that's actually where becoming someone intentionally begins, not with confidence, not with having things figured out, but with curiosity. The willingness to look at your own life honestly, to examine what you've accepted without question, and to sit down with discomfort long enough to actually understand it. That sounds straightforward, but in practice it's harder than it seems, because understanding yourself requires attention, and attention has become one of the rarest things we actually give ourselves. There's always something competing for it, always something pulling our focus elsewhere, always something more comfortable to look at in a different direction. The world has gotten very good at keeping us occupied, and being occupied and being aware are not the same thing. One fills time and the other changes you. The more attention I started paying to my own life, the more I notice how often I confuse movement with progress. I thought momentum meant I was heading somewhere meaningful, but sometimes I was just moving. There's a real difference between the two. And a person can spend years in motion without ever deciding where they actually want to go. The movement creates this feeling of purpose, but it's the direction that matters. I wish I understood that sooner, though I also don't think I could have. Some things only become visible once you actually seem ready to see them. Something else I've also learned is that rebuilding rarely looks the way that people expect it to. It's not dramatic or cinematic by any means. Most of the time, it's completely ordinary. A small decision made consistently, a pattern noticed before it becomes a habit, a moment of honesty chosen over a movement of avoidance. Those things don't feel significant while they're happening, but over time, they quietly become your life. That's really intentionality is, at least from where I'm sitting. Not perfection, certainty, and really having every answer lined up. It's developing a real relationship with your own choices and understanding that who you become is shaped by what you repeatedly allow, and recognizing that you have more influence over that than you sometimes give yourself credit for. I still have moments of uncertainty. I still have questions I haven't worked through. I still find parts of myself that needs attention. And I stop seeing that as a failure because I think it's just part of being human. There will always be something left to understand, always another layer underneath the one that you're currently looking at. The goal is never complete understanding. It's staying willing to keep looking. When I think about becoming someone intentionally, that's what it comes down to for me. Not a destination, some achievement that you finally unlocked. It's a practice, paying attention to your own life while you're actually living it, questioning what no longer feels true, and learning to be familiar with yourself instead of running from yourself. I still am figuring out how to do that well. And honestly, I think I'm always will be. For now, that feels like it's enough.